In California tonight, a mother's plea for her child's life-saving medical care is highlighting the potential life and death stakes of the Trump administration's deportation policy. We're talking about this mom from Mexico, Daisy Vargas, asking the government to let her daughter stay in this country to be treated for a potentially fatal condition, a condition that could kill her. 2 years ago, Vargas got permission from the U.S. She legally was allowed to bring her daughter here to get treated for an illness that was killing her. The family, to protect her privacy, is calling the little girl Sophia. At that time, Sophia had spent most of her life to that point, her very young life, in a hospital, hooked up to feeding tubes 24/7. But in the U.S., again, allowably, legally, permissibly in the U.S., with state-of-the-art care at the Children's Hospital in L.A., Sophia started doing way better. She still requires intensive treatment, but she's doing well. Then last month, the family says they got a letter from the Department of Homeland Security. It began this way: "It is time for you to leave the United States." It said the humanitarian parole for this family would be terminated in 7 days. Listen to what Sophia's mom had to say earlier today.
Los médicos de mi hija.
The doctors of my daughter have told us that patients like her cannot leave the country because they won't have the same medical resources.
Si nos deportan,
If they deport us and they remove my daughter from her specialized medical care, she will die.
Daisy Vargas and her family, now some of the hundreds of thousands of people whose legal status in this country can be changed in an instant by the Trump administration. I want to bring in NBC's David Noriega. There is a lot to this story, David, and it is obviously so emotional and so visceral for this family. Start with why it is so important, according to her family, according to her representatives, that she stays in the U.S. to get this treatment, because they are casting this as literally life and death. They say she could die in days if she leaves.
Yeah, and they say that that is the position of her doctors at the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, which is, one of the best children's hospitals in the country. So this little girl, Sophia, has a sickness called short bowel syndrome, which prevents her body from properly processing nutrition through food. That means she has to carry around a special backpack. And I'm going to let the family's lawyer explain in a little bit more detail why it is that she cannot leave the country, according to them. This is something she said at that press conference earlier today. Take a listen.
She has her equipment on her back. It's the little backpack that she's wearing. So it has to bypass the digestive system because she cannot take it in through her digestive system. And the manufacturer, per the manufacturer, it cannot travel. So it has to stay here. And the equipment is administered by Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
Another thing that the lawyer said during the press conference that stuck with me, Hallie, is that humanitarian parole, which is the legal status that the family is here in the United States under, is specifically designed for cases like this, cases where people have some kind of extenuating medical or otherwise humanitarian circumstance for which they need physically to be present in the United States as a matter of life and death. The lawyers have said that so far they've given the government the benefit of the doubt in saying that maybe it was a mistake for them to revoke this family's specific status, but so far, DHS has not budged on this, and so they are continuing to try and put pressure on the Trump administration. Hallie.
Tell us more about what we're hearing from DHS and more about what we're learning now. We understand Sophia's father does have a pending charge in California. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so I'll address the charge first. Sophia's father has a pending criminal charge against them. This is what we heard from the family's lawyers. They say that there's an explanation for it. This stems from an incident at a hospital in San Diego where Sophia was being treated. The father, in an argument related to her treatment, raised his voice. That led to a criminal charge. They say that that is likely to be dismissed because he's going through anger management classes. They also say that the parents here are not married and that this charge, therefore, has no bearing on the legal immigration case surrounding Sophia and her mother's humanitarian parole status here in the United States. Now, DHS did get back to us when we asked them for comment, and they said that any reporting that says that this family is, quote, actively being deported is false. They say that the family applied to renew their humanitarian parole status and that they are still reviewing that application. We went back to them and pointed out what it said in that letter that you read from in the intro to this, which said that they would be removed, they would be deported by the United States via law enforcement action if they did not voluntarily leave. DHS didn't get back to this after that, Hallie.
David Noriega, I know you stay on top of this one. Thank you very much for bringing us this story. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.